When I bought my dream home on a quiet suburban street, I thought I had finally escaped the chaos of city life. Big yard, wide driveway, plenty of space for my hobbies, especially restoring old military vehicles. What I didn't anticipate was meeting HOA Karen, the self-appointed ruler of the neighborhood. From the day I moved in, she watched me like a hawk, jotting down notes about everything I did. It all came to a head when I parked my restored Humvee in my yard. Within hours, I had a notice taped to my door. "Vehicles not approved by the HOA are prohibited from being visible on private property." I laughed it off at first. After all, it was my yard, my land, and I wasn't breaking any laws. But Karen wasn't joking. She started sending fines, stacking them up week after week, threatening further action if I didn't comply. I tried reasoning with her. I explained that I was a veteran, that restoring military vehicles wasn't just a hobby, but a passion and part of my therapy. She rolled her eyes and said, "This neighborhood isn't a junkyard. Either the Humvee goes, or I'll make sure you go." That's when I realized reasoning with her was useless. So I decided to send a message Karen and her little HOA board would never forget. 4 months. I had been working on a special project in my garage, an old decommissioned tank I bought from a military surplus auction. It wasn't armed, but it was fully operational. I had just finished restoring it, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect. The next HOA meeting was scheduled at the community center, right across the street from my property. That evening, as the neighborhood gathered, I fired up the dirt tank. The roar of the engine turned every head on the block. Slowly, I rolled it out of the garage through my driveway and parked it right in the middle of my front yard. The sight was enough to make jaws drop. Karen stormed over, red-faced and screaming, "This is against every rule in the book. You can't do this." I calmly climbed out, dusted off my hands, and said, "Actually, Karen, I checked the bylaws. It says nothing about tanks!" The crowd burst into laughter, and even some HOA board members couldn't hold back their smiles. From that day forward, the fines stopped, the notices disappeared, and Karen never bothered me again. Turns out, sometimes the best way to deal with bullies is to roll in with something they can't ignore.